Half the novel is set in the 19th century, where it tells the story of Gerard Manley Hopkins, the religious poet who, as anybody will know if they ever had to do him at school, is famously hard to understand. The other half of the book is set in the present day, where a character called Tim comes up with a crackpot money-making scheme to try and convince gullible people that the reason this poetry is so difficult is because it's written in code and it contains the secrets of the Holy Grail. He comes up with this idea. He's inspired by a thriller within the world of my novel called The Hopkins Conundrum, which does pretty much the same thing with the paintings of the French artist Poussin. Now, if Tim is to make this work, he needs to persuade the author of that thriller to do the same trick with Gerard Manley Hopkins. As it turns out, from Tim's point of view, it's a terrible idea, and he spends the second half of the book trying to make sure it doesn't happen. But if it does happen, then it's a reasonable assumption that the working title of the thriller might be The Hopkins Conundrum. So that's the title I've chosen for my novel as a whole, and it's a little bit of a wink at the reader because there isn't really a conundrum. And it's also a little bit tricksy because the title of the actual novel is the same as the title of a fictitious novel, which the hero of the actual novel is trying to make sure is never written, which I think you would call a little bit meta. But I rather like that, and I hope that readers do too.